everyone, welcome back to my kitchen for a Dollar Tree haul. I have some fun things. I have some things that I want to share with you that just didn't work for me so that you don't spend your money on them if they don't interest you as well. Does that make any sense? Anyway, let's get started. I did not pick this up, and I'm thinking that when my husband went with me, he may have picked it up, but it's a USB floating humidifier. And I'm assuming by the size, this costs $1.25. So here it is. It looks like a little donut, and you plug it into a USB port. So let's give her a whirl. So I'm gonna put her in my Dollar Tree bowl. This bowl I just love. This is that crystal cut glass type bowl. If you can see the design, I love this bowl. I don't know if they still offer it, but when I saw it, I had to have it. Okay, so let's plug it in. I have to ask him when he gets home this evening, did he pick this up or did it just make its way to my buggy? But here we go. It's a floating humidifier disc. I'll tell you what, remember I bought the little humidifier thing for $1.25? It put out a little bit of steam, but this one really is going at it. And it says just to use plain tap water. Do not use mineral water or essential oils. It was very clear in the directions that you only use tap water. But this little thing is getting at it. I think if you put a bowl full of really hot water, this would make a really good steamer. I am not hating this little USB floating humidifier. I think he did really good. I'll have to tell him when he gets home. He'll probably say, I didn't pick that up. All right, going along with humidifiers, I picked up the damp red moisture detection strips, and there are 5 strips. This was $1.50, and I looked it up on Amazon, and it's between $13 to $15 on Amazon. Now, what you get are 5 strips that look like this, and you open them, and they have a little moisture packet to keep them from activating. But it's a little strip like this, and it goes from 10% up to 60%. And what you do is you lay this on the surface, and then 2 hours later go back and look at it. And if the top is pink, that tells you have excessive moisture in the air. So I'm going to show some pictures because I put this in the kitchen here. I put it in the basement, and I put one in my bedroom, and I put one on the beside the pool. And everyone came back as pink, which I was really surprised about upstairs here. Not so much in the basement, because when I put a dehumidifier, when I turn it on, it does collect water. So I wasn't surprised about the basement. I was surprised about the upstairs, that I was at 60% or better with humidity. Now, I am going to pick up another one, and I'm going to save it for winter, because am I truly getting a good reading? It's the 1st of August. It is very hot. It is very humid here in North Carolina. So am I getting a good reading? So I am going to pick up another one, and I'm going to use it in the winter to see what it does. So yeah, pretty cool little thing. And on the back, it tells you a little bit more about moisture and what you can do to combat moisture. Again, we use dehumidifiers in the basement just to keep the moisture out of the air. But looks like we're gonna have to do something upstairs. Okay, so with that, I was looking to see, yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what it looked like upstairs after 2 hours. So it went all the way from 10% all the way to 60% pink. So yeah, we'll have to do something about that. Okay, so moving on from that, I picked up the Lucky Witch Hazel Solution. And I'm going to use this because I see really good things about when you clean your skin, that you really should use a toner. And I know I'm not good with toners. So it says that witch hazel is a good toner, just to take that last bit of oil and dirt off. So I'm going to start using that. Also, it says that witch hazel is good for your butt if you have hemorrhoids. So good to know if I ever have hemorrhoids. I can pat some on a, yeah, okay. All right, the next thing, I showed this last time, the Lucky Charms bars. They're 8 bars in a box for $1.25. My husband absolutely loves these bars. He loves them. He's down to 4. So he's eaten 4. He says these are great. I wasn't a Lucky Charms kid, so I haven't tried them, but he loves them. He also picked up 6 packs of pistachios. And I was like, I don't know if you're really getting a good deal, but hey, if you want them, you go for it. He got sea salt and pepper. He got 3 of the chili. He bought jalapeno lime, which that's probably gonna be pretty good. And sea salt and vinegar. And I just dropped them all in the bowl of water. Oh, Deb, it's gonna be one of those days. Okay, so he bought 6 packs of the pistachios. Okay, the next thing, this is a repurchase, and I just got it just to have as a backup. It's the Guru Nanda Whitening Gel Pen, and I've talked about this pen before. This has the same ingredients as a Crest White Strip. It works really well. It stays put. I use them on my back teeth when I put my strip on. That way it doesn't just stop where the strip stops. And I also will put a little bit on before I put my strip on. This is a really good product. And it has the same exact ingredients as the Crest White Strips. So don't sleep on that one. That's a good purchase. This is a definite repurchase, and it's the Luminant toothbrushes. This is like my 3rd repurchase of these brushes. There's 2 things I really love about them. Number 1, they're small bristles, because I have a small mouth. Believe it or not, I have a small mouth. So this is perfect for my mouth. It'd be perfect for a child. And it has a very long handle, so you're not up in your mouth brushing your teeth. You have enough handle to just really do a good job of brushing. They say that with eyeshadow brushes, that you really, when you're using brushes, you really shouldn't get close to your eye, that you get the best payoff if you put your fingers back toward the end of the brush and let the brush do the work. So I love these toothbrushes, love, love, love. Definite good repurchase. Another thing that I found recently, and this is the LA Colors Lip Plumper. And I got these in Wildcat. I actually went back and bought 4 more. This is Wildcat. Now, for me to go and repurchase, that tells you I really love it. It's a lip plumper, and so when you put it on, it says it's a gloss. When you put it on, you can feel tingling. You know, some of them say they're lip plumpers, but you're like, okay, I don't really feel anything. This truly, you can feel it tingle. Now, it doesn't burn and it doesn't hurt, but you definitely feel tingling. Now, I also have very sensitive lips. They break out easily. If I'm out in the sun too long, I get fever blisters. Actually, I got a little one coming on right now from being out in the sun. But I have very sensitive lips, and things will chap my lips and break my lips out for some reason. This doesn't bother me at all. I loved it so much. Like I said, I went back and I bought 4 more of the Plump Gloss by LA Colors, and I got mine in Wildcat. This is such a great little gloss, and it doesn't move. It doesn't slide around. It's not greasy. It doesn't stick to my hair. This is a great little gloss plumper. So don't sleep on that one. That's a great one. I talked about the Candy Moyo BB cream, and I got the medium a while back. I wore this for 3 days. The coverage was absolutely beautiful. However, it broke me out so bad, like really bad cystic bumps on my cheek. And it was only on one side that I was broke out. And I don't break out very often on my face. So after using this for 3 days and breaking out, I'm really afraid to use it again. It's so pretty. The payoff is so pretty. I may give this another try, or maybe not. I think I'm just gonna throw it away because I don't break out. And since I stopped using it, I have not broken out since. So just beware of this. If you see it, it did break me out. So, Another thing that I bought and it just doesn't work is the LA Colors Conceal Correct. This oxidizes really fast, meaning once I put it on, it turns orange really, really fast. And I've tried it on top of makeup, underneath my makeup, and it still oxidizes. So I'm just gonna toss that. Another item that just did not work for me is the City Colors Be Bold Foundation. And I bought 2 shades. I bought a lighter shade and then like a medium vanilla shade. I love this for 2 reasons. It's glass jar and it has a pump. One of the 2, the pump does not work, and it's this one. The pump does not work. And another thing, if you buy it, it is a little watery, so you have to shake it up. But here's what I'll tell you why I don't like this. This oxidizes within minutes of putting it on, meaning as soon as you put it on, it breaks apart and it turns orange. So this is going in the trash. If the pump worked, I would keep it, maybe put serum or some other moisturizers in here. But because the pump doesn't work, I'm throwing this away. But just know, if you see this Be Bold Foundation by City Colors, it does oxidize very, very quickly, which is not a pretty sight. Okay, the last 2 or 3 Dollar Tree hauls I've done, I have been on the search for a carpet cleaner refresh in the spray. And so far, the Home Bright did not work, and the Love My Carpet did not work. I really don't know how you can spray something on your carpet, vacuum it up, and it actually shampoo your carpet. I just don't see how that's possible. However, I used the Home Bright Foam Carpet Refresh, and this is so good. Now, it doesn't go a long way. It took me 1.5 cans to do my upstairs, which it consists of 3 area rugs and a rug at the foyer. That's about it. But it also depends on how much you use. Now, if you go crazy like me, you're going to go through it pretty quickly. But this is the Pet Fresh. It made my carpets smell so good. I sprayed the carpets, I let it sit, I vacuumed it up, I went out, I did some yard work, checked the mail, and when I came back inside, my house smelled really fresh, and it was from this. I love this. It is so good. Now, it's not a carpet cleaner, but it is a refresher. What I would do, number one, what I would not do, take it from me, I would not spray around because you have no control. It goes everywhere. What I do is I just spray up and down, and you have more control when you're just spraying up and down than just wide spraying. So keep that in mind if you use this. But I will tell you, this Home Bright Carpet Refresh does a great job. Doesn't go a long way, but it does a great job. Okay, now, where am I on time? Let me get my granny glasses on. Okay. 2 more things. I am so ready for fall. I don't need another coffee mug, but this for $1.25 was so pretty. I just love that, so I picked that up. And a couple hauls ago, I showed you the LE cosmetic bags. They were the really big bags, and they had the little bag inside. That was a great deal for $1.25, and I have not seen those since. However, I did find these bags by LE, same company. Doesn't have a little bag inside, and they're not as big, but they're so pretty. This one says something blue, and there's a liner between the outside and the inside, and it has this confetti that moves around. So this is something blue. And then this one says, less bitter, more glitter. So this one also is by LE. And it's just very pretty. It's a very pretty bag. So LE does some good work. I'd love to find the big bags again that has the little cosmetic bags inside, but I could not help but pick this up. And one more thing, there is a bridal section. So if you know someone who's getting married, don't sleep on the bridal things. I picked up this wedding cosmetic bags. It says the I Do Crew. And there were a lot of things for the bride in this section. So don't sleep on the bridal to-dos. With that, that is all that I have for today. I'm actually taking a vacation day today, so I'm going to get out and just mosey around. Please keep our friend Heather in your thoughts. She is a long time subscriber, well, a long time, as long as I've been doing this since the first of the year. But she's having some medical issues, and she stays in my thoughts and prayers. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers as well. With that, be good to yourself. If you're not good to yourself, how can you be good to anybody else? Oh, please subscribe if you watch and you're not subscribed. I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. My birthday is the 31st, and I would love to have 1,000 subscribers for my birthday. Bye.